We are going to be talking about cold calling and advanced cold calling training for your success in real estate wholesaling. So, this is going to be a very exciting one. So, I am in the Wholesaling Houses for Real Mastermind. That is my mastermind. It is actually a free wholesaling mastermind. Really cool announcement. We just hit 9,000 members in this mastermind. It is the largest mastermind in wholesaling real estate, which it's absolutely insane, like how the growth of this thing. I mean, I only started this mastermind truly about 6 months ago, and it has now grown to the largest mastermind in wholesaling real estate. So, yeah, in here, I actually go live with everyone in the mastermind. And what we do is literally like, I will give you what a $10,000 mastermind is. Like, I'll give you all the info for it. So, guys, if you go to facebook.com/group/wholesaling houses for real, you get access to actually talk to me for free on it. And it's pretty exciting. So, this is a tad earlier than the regular mastermind calls are, but that's what we got today. So, if you're in the comments here on YouTube and you're watching this and you're like, how do I join? How do we get on these? You got to apply to the mastermind. I don't allow everyone on there. If you if you're not a guru, if you're not going to sell me on something, I'll let you in the mastermind and be free. But 9,000 members, I mean, something's got to be right on it. So it's pretty impressive. So let's see if anyone wants to hop on today and talk. If not, no worries. And we're just going to talk about advanced cold calling training because worst case scenario, I can literally just talk to the guys in the comments and really give you my secrets on cold calling and how you can become a master, like just a master of it. Because guys, I think not all you guys remember, I was in the trenches cold calling all the time. I still do cold calling training with the VAs and stuff. And truly, I mean, I'm going to give you the most advanced cold calling training I can today. So this is pretty exciting. Let's see if anyone wants to hop on here. If not, no big deal, but pretty cool here. So my advanced cold calling training, it's a little different than the average guy who does cold calling because when I'm actually doing cold calling, I look for a certain amount of things. So I'm not the average guru that will teach cold calling. I actually do this business for real. So I'll actually teach you guys how to really do this business. So it's a tad different. It's different than the most guys, but the way that I actually do my cold calling for wholesaling real estate is I go for no's. Like if you give me a no, I go to the next one. And this is such a simple concept in wholesaling real estate and with like just with cold calling that not a lot of people know about. Literally, when you're calling, this is an advanced strategy. This is not what most gurus will tell you, but you got to be quick. And that's how I had a lot of success with my cold calling. Now, what do I mean by you got to be quick? What I mean by this is when you're calling, you're using that triple line dialer, hopefully you're using zacdialer.com or something like that. The point of view on the call is to get rid of all the no's as fast as possible and get to the yeses so you have quality conversations. That's it. So if you're talking to someone and they say, Zach, I'm not looking to sell the property. Okay, no problem. Have a great day. Don't get into a 10-minute conversation about the state of the real estate wholesaling market or the real estate investing market or the real estate market. Go to the next one. Start asking, like the point of cold calling is to ask one question. Are you interested in selling your property? From there, we can qualify you to see if you're an actual motivated seller or not. That is the point, guys. Like I cannot scream this enough. Just ask the question if they're interested in selling the property. We're going to talk about it all today. Don't worry. I get very fired up because of this, because this is so super duper important. The point of your cold calling is to ask as many of those questions as possible, because you ask enough of those questions, you're going to get a yes. And once you get a yes, you're going to qualify them with the four most important things. This is an advanced cold calling video. So obviously, you need to know what their motivation is, what their condition of the property, their time frame for selling, and lastly, the price. You talk to enough of those, so you get enough yeses. One of them is going to be a wholesale deal or a wholesale appointment. You're going to close a certain percentage of those. Once you get in front of most of those sellers, you'll get a real estate wholesaling deal. You make 15, 20, 25, even 40, $50,000. You'll change your life. That's the point of cold calling. It's a numbers game, guys. It's not being the most savvy Jordan Belfort type person. Literally, there's VAs from the Philippines for $4 an hour that are out closing you on my wholesaling team because they're literally just asking the same question. And that's it. That it's not that difficult, guys. Like that is it. So it looks like we got some questions. We got some comments coming on here. We got some people hopping on too, which is pretty cool. So if anyone wants to hop on, ask me some questions, that'd be cool. Or I can really deep dive in more of my advanced training on here. So looks like we have Philip here. Philip, how are you?
Hey, Zach, how you doing, man?
Dude, I'm amazing. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Can't complain.
Awesome. So welcome here. So are you on here? Do you have any cold calling questions?
Really, I'm actually on staycation next week, so I'm actually probably going to be doing some cold calling, hopefully for probably 4 to 6 hours each day. Like you said, probably like 2 to 7, ideally each day. And then maybe doing some driving for dollars in the morning, when traffic's light and stuff like that.
Okay.
I've actually had some pretty good luck with driving for dollars. Like I've kind of talked to you a little bit in the past, doing a little bit of direct mail in here and there, getting some leads in, but haven't got anything under contract yet, but I'm starting to get some leads in, which is good, but I kind of want to, ramp up things and start going on the offense instead of waiting for calls to come in, so.
I'm telling you, like that's my personality. It's like I want to go out there and get the lead. Like I want to go out there. Like there's deals out there. I'm gonna go hunting for it. I don't want to wait for it to come to me. Like fishing or hunting or something like that. That's kind of how we do it. So, 6 hours. That's not bad. I mean, is there a reason why you're not having a VA do any of that cold calling?
Well, I'm gonna be on, like I said, I'm gonna be on staycation next week. So I'll have every day be free personally. So I'm just gonna start up. I just kind of really want to get into learning the dialers and stuff like that. So like for instance, once I get a deal, I'll probably hire VA or two.
Yeah.
I just want to learn the dialers and stuff like that, so I can train up a VA to do the calls and stuff like that. So
perfect.
My question is, as far as dialers, I saw you use Scene Call a lot. This is the main one you use, and then I was thinking about getting that or Mojo or Batch Dialer. I've heard really good things about Batch Dialer recently, especially the fact that it you kind of integrates very well with like batch leads and stuff like that. So I might try that one out first. So
okay. So FYI, I got rid of Zen Call.
Gotcha.
So I'm using Batch right now. So that's the dialer I'm using.
Sweet.
I'd be careful in Zen Call. I mean, just with the trace act and everything, just make sure it's a triple line only. So really it's Call Tools, Call Tools, Mojo, and Batch are really the three ones that I would say. Like they're all, like I said, the Home Depot hammer, Lowe's hammer, they're both a tool. They're going to get the same thing done. It's really the person operating it. And you're not going to be the one, once you get a VA, you're not going to be the one who cares about the aesthetics. It's more about how you get the results on it. So I'll probably do over triple line.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll probably do the batch dollars. Probably the one I'm going to start with, like you're doing right now. So.
Yeah, just test it out.
Yeah, especially the fact that especially their skip tracing seems to be the best as far as the best from what I've done research on, as far as the most accurate as far as script tracing goes. So
yeah, I mean, use the free trial on it, and this week at least do the 10 lines on it, because it's not June yet, so you can still do 10 lines.
Right.
But you do that for a week, and then June, July, you're probably back to 3 lines.
Yeah,
use a free trial on it, and just go 10. Just do the 10. It'll be
just
very
hammer
efficient.
it out all week.
Yeah, so, I mean, do the 10 over the 3, because you only have a month of really doing it before you're back to 3.
No, it makes sense.
But yeah, nothing over 3 in the next couple months.
Cool. As far as how you import the data, so you import it, of course, from PropStream. You just do you do anything to the actual spreadsheets from PropStream? You have to I assume scrub the data as far as getting rid of all this stuff as far as the houses when you put them into batch leads, or how does that work?
So yeah, we scrub the DNC through batch leads.
Okay.
Shockingly enough, from PropStream, I get rid of duplicates on the owner's on the mailing address, because I'm in Florida, so there's a couple guys that own 10 on a list of 5 or 10,000. There's going to be 400 of this guy that multiple people that own 10 properties each.
That makes sense.
I do that for my mailing. I mean, it saves 12 grand a year, which isn't an insane amount for me, but 12K is 12K. That's a VA calling for a full year for me. So
yeah,
I get rid of duplicate mailing addresses.
Cool.
So like if there's 15 like 123 main streets or like in Arkansas, like for that one address, I get rid of those. Um, prop streams, sometimes I will find duplicate on property addresses. So that's always like 5 or 10 on a huge list.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty
So just
basic.
simply like just filter out, as probably the easiest way to do that is filter out through the spreadsheet on the mailing address. And then you'll see like it'll be the same mailing address and just get rid of those lines, I assume.
I just remove duplicates on Excel.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I'll probably do. Yeah. It makes sense.
Right there. Go a little for everyone watching this go to the data tab on Excel and then remove duplicates. It should be on there. And then make sure you do it on that row. And then always check to make sure you don't screw it up. But I've had that done before. So
sweet.
Oh, and also I forgot to tell you. So if you're pulling from PropStream, also filter all the addresses by zip code and filter by state, because they're going to have like 5 or 10 of them from like Ontario or like Canada, some in Jamaica. I'm in Florida. So there's a lot of people from like Jamaica that own a house, or a lot of Canadians. Yeah. And I'm not mailing to a Canadian. So
that makes sense.
It's always extra 100. I mean, I'll save you $10 for skip tracing, but it's just the little stuff that I do that's stupid, but it's just implanted in me forever.
Yeah, I have about 800 leads from my driving for dollars so far, so I'll probably call those first because I haven't actually really cold called any of them, and then I'll probably pull some
pull
some good lists from PropStream is probably what my plan is. So
yeah, that driving for dollars list it will be better than any PropStream list you have. I promise you.
I'm sure. Cool. Yeah, that's my plan right now. I'm kind of just getting everything set up this weekend so I can just hammer the phones on Monday. So
sweet. What's your calling script going to be?
My ideal is pretty much just to be like I was thinking just doing main thing is just be like, is like going into it, be like, hey, this is I know it's out of the blue, but my name is Phil. I was just wondering if you're interested in selling your property, and then seeing if they are. If they're not, then go on to the next call. If they are, then they kind of get some more details about it, seeing if they've updated their kitchen or bathroom in the last 5 years. Kind of really just kind of going off of a little bit of combination of your scripts and also of Brent Daniels' scripts. I really like his a lot. So
yeah. That's good. Brent's got a great script.
Oh yeah.
The problem is I'm in a super saturated market, so everyone uses that script.
I'm sure.
So
I'm sure. Yeah.
So when I don't use that script, the seller's like, "Wait, that's weird. You're not using the regular like Brent Daniels script." So, that's helped us a lot because everyone uses that one. So if you're different, it helps a lot. I'm kind of ramming down everyone's throat, if that makes sense. Like we do so many calls that if we can save 4 seconds on every call, it's big. With the Trace Act now, we're probably going to add that on because we want to be over 20 seconds every single call on average.
That makes sense.
But right now, what we used to do, which we're going to probably still do because we have 5-minute calls with sellers and stuff. I literally just ask them if they're the owner, yes or no. It throws them off. And then you hit them with their interest in selling the property. Yes or no? No, on the next one. Bye. Like it's the best one. You just got to ask that question enough times, you'll get a yes, and then from there, you know what to do.
Yeah, for sure. That totally makes sense. But and also like as far as do you really? My main question. I've seen some of your videos. Do you do offers, or do you mainly go out and like do appointments and like do you do more offers on the phone, or do you do more offers like in the home?
So if I am doing virtual, so if we're doing something like North Carolina, we'll lock it up over the phone.
Cool.
If it's in person, we'll just go on like this market right now. It's harder to get deals, but the average deal is like closer to the upper $40,000 range. Right. So we're just going on appointments just to go on them because there's so much saturation that we just have to do the pitch there. Obviously, we want to make sure the motivation's good and the conditions there.
Oh yeah.
But if it's a 25, 75 deal, we're just going.
And also like, as far as like I'm sure building rapport is like a way better in person. I mean, I know this from my clients, like I work for Geek Squad. So like we go into people's homes all the time and I'm so used to building rapport in my job. So it's like, that comes natural to me. It's super easy. Yeah. So that's like no problem for me as far as talking to people.
And rapport is so much easier in person because when you go to someone's house, and
You can see things.
you see like a Millennial Falcon like
Yep.
poster. It's like I walk in the house, I see a Miami Dolphins flag. I'm like, this deal's done.
Yep.
So like you find one thing you can connect with someone, it's
sure.
done. You can't do that over the phone. You don't see fishing rods on the ground. Like you don't see like an RV outside. It's lazy because you don't even have to do any work. Now, if you're doing virtual, look the person up on Facebook. You might find some interesting stuff.
That makes sense. No, for
like
sure.
Where like a Grateful Dead, this person likes Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
It's hard to bring that up, but like certain things you can do. I remember one virtual deal I did. This guy liked the Pittsburgh Steelers on Facebook, and I did it virtually. He was in Detroit, and I brought it up. I brought something up because I think they lost or something. I brought it up randomly, like I was so upset with that. I was way more mad than that Steelers game last night. You like the Steelers? Boom. I looked at him on Facebook, like the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Nice. So when you're talking to them, and of course you get their name, last name, and stuff like that, you should probably just type on Facebook to see if it pulls them up. Is that what you do?
And now if you got like a John Smith, like it's gonna be tough. But
yeah, for sure.
Unique names, yeah.
Cool. That makes a lot of sense. Cool. Oh, that's awesome. But yeah, I'm definitely pretty stoked about next week. We were doing some moving stuff, but like our CO on our house got pushed back, so like we're not really doing any of that next week. So I kind of have a whole week off to kind of just do whatever. So I'm going to practice some cold calling and just kind of getting really used to it. Like I said, then I do have some good bit of runway for marketing and stuff like that. So like once you get used to cold calling and see how it works, and also building up a nice script that I think is going to be working, I probably hire a VA down the road. So
awesome. And then once you get VAs going, you need to create videos, not for YouTube, but just for your VAs, because it gets very exhausting training a VA every single time. I need a new VA. Videos, watch it. I don't want to talk to you.
That makes sense. Yeah, we have them. Like I work at Best Buy right now, so it's like, for instance, we have like the e-learnings. Like that's all we do is like all the time is like e-learning. So it's like I pretty much like copy the same thing and do it for VAs.
Yep, perfect, man.
Yep,
sweet. Any more questions?
No, that's about it.
One last thing. Give me a quick pitch. Quick cold call. Let's go.
Quick pitch. All right, cool. All right. So ring.
Hello.
Hey, this is I was just curious. This is Phil. I was just wondering.
What do you want, Phil?
I was just curious. This might be out of the blue, but I was wondering if you're interested in possibly selling your properties or any other properties.
How do you know I want to sell my house?
Well, I was just calling. I'm actually looking for some properties in the area, and just seeing if you're willing to sell it. If not, we can move on. But other than that, I was just curious.
Are you trying to list my house or buy it?
We're actually buyers in the area. So we buy houses, possibly for renovations, or possibly to rent them out, vice versa.
Okay. Yeah. I might be looking to sell my house.
Cool. Awesome. I was just curious. I see right here you got as far as the address, I just got this from public data, by the way, but your address is 123 Main Street. Is that correct?
Yep.
Cool. Awesome. I was curious, as far as the data I have here, it looks like it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house.
Yep. That's it. There's actually an addition on there.
Oh, addition. Really? I was curious, did you pull permits for one when you did that addition?
Nope.
All right. Well, as far as addition, what size is the addition?
400 square feet.
400 square feet. Cool. Is it a bedroom?
Yeah, it's an extra bedroom for my mom.
Oh, awesome. As far as possibly the fact that you're potentially thinking about selling it, I'm just curious. Is there any motivation for that?
I'm just kind of sick of the area.
Don't understandable.
To Alaska.
Move to Alaska? Well, that's awesome. It's a pretty far move. Definitely, as far as have you visited Alaska before?
Yes, I had family in Anchorage.
That's awesome. That's great. As far as is the amount of family you got there, is any particular any particular relatives?
No, not right now.
Gotcha. All right. And also I was just curious, as far as the house goes, Uh, have you done any additions recently? Not additions, but updates?
No.
No. Have you done, has the kitchen been updated recently in the past 5 years?
No.
No. Okay. What about the bathrooms?
No.
No. Is the roof pretty relatively new, or when's the last time the roof was replaced?
The roof is about 20 years old.
Okay. All right. I was just kind of curious on the my details here. On the, it looks like it's probably about 1,800 square feet, and then plus addition, so that'd be about, it looks like 2,200 square feet you got there total.
Yes.
Cool. I definitely see the area is really, really hot right now as far as real estate. I was kind of curious. Do you have a possible ballpark number that you're thinking about selling it for?
I really don't know.
Okay.
I'm a realtor coming by in a couple weeks.
Gotcha. Do you have a contract that realtor?
No.
No. All right. As far as a realtor goes, they definitely come by and see, look at it and stuff like that. Do you understand that realtors, they do have like pretty high commissions and stuff like that, as far as, and also it does take time to list your house?
Yes, I know that.
Okay. As far as we go, it definitely, we buy houses with cash, and then also we'd be able to close pretty fast, hopefully within 30 days, and then also, we wouldn't have to, you'd be able to, we usually buy as is, depending on if we of course want to do due diligence and, check inspections and stuff like that, make sure there's nothing that comes up that, it might snag up as far as like, sewer or anything like that. We want to make sure everything's good and kosher. But with cash, just a cash offer on your house, quick closing, not having to deal with a realtor. Does that, do you have any ballpark number you might be willing to throw out there?
I don't know. I got to talk to my wife about it. She wants, we need at least 120,000 if we were to walk away with it after the mortgage.
Okay. Well, 120,000, that's definitely, I definitely think that, we're pretty close to that number, but we definitely be willing to come out and look at it. I'd be more than happy to set up an appointment to come out and look at it. Do you have any
Sure.
particular date that, that might work? I have, for instance, this next tomorrow off, in the afternoon. I get off about 4:30. Would that work for y'all?
Yeah, that should work.
Cool. I'd be more happy to come out and look at it and see what we got and see if I can make you offer. And then also, if something agreement, you think your wife might be there too? I would love to have both of y'all there in case we come upon a price. So I definitely be more than happy to get under contract and get it going for you.
She'll be there.
Cool. Awesome. We'll see you tomorrow.
Awesome, Philip. That was great. Even though I put threw three in the fire there, but
Yeah.
that was really good, because I promise you being thrown in there that would be the hardest cold call you'll deal with all week. I promise.
Oh yeah,
you.
I'm sure.
So like once you're prepared, it'd be good. Yeah, but that was pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no really big complaints on it. Just make sure you get the time frame. But that was really
Cool.
good.
Cool.
Yeah, no complaints. I mean, just obviously the more you practice, the better you'll get.
Oh yeah.
And this is a preference thing. I always tell the person that they should always just list it with a realtor. They got to convince me.
No, I actually went out to I went out and looked at a house. It was a for sale by owner, and I was like, why aren't you listing this like with the realtor? Because like this would be like it needed a little bit of updating,
Yeah.
But I went out and looked at it, and like it actually was a deal, and I didn't realize at the time the price. But he was listing it for it was on Zillow for 235,000. And on the phone, I actually got him down to like 215, 210. And then so I was like, all right, let's come out and look at it. But it was a 1-bedroom, 1-bath house. And so I was like, I don't know if any, like my buyers list, most of them were like, 2 bedrooms plus. And so I was like, so I went out there to look at it. I was trying to figure out a way to possibly add on another bedroom or see if but the driveway is like right next to the house. So it was really hard to add on a bedroom, and the parcel of land was really small. And then I was like, you could add it on the back, but a lot of people don't like bedrooms off the kitchen. So that's like just like kind of really a no-no as far as like layouts these days. Is doesn't really, I mean, it adds some value to it, but it's not as like a lot of people just don't like bedrooms off kitchens.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to figure out a way to add a bedroom really easily. But there wasn't really any good way to add a bedroom. So I just kind of like, I was like, so I gave him kind of pretty low ball number. I was like, we probably could do 200,000 for it. And also like my buyers list wasn't as big back in January. And so, but I realized he sold it for like 229, like after like a couple months later. And so if I locked it up at like 210, that would have been like an easy like $15,000-$20,000 assignment fee.
Nice.
So yeah, but it's just something, you know, I realized now that like, you know, then that I should have just locked up on a contract at a lower price, you know, because I got him down from like, you know, 20,000 or, you know, 25,000 from his original listing price. So, but
All right.
just something to learn.
learn.
Yeah.
Sweet, man. Is there any more questions that you got before you hop off?
That's it.
All right, man. Appreciate it, dude. Keep
Definitely.
it up. Good luck.
Oh yeah.
Sweet. All right. Next here we have OMG News. Hello. Okay, there's someone here called OMG News. If you want to hop on. Let me know. All right. Hello? All right. So guys, next here, we are just going to talk about, let's hop it off here. All right, guys. So next here, we're going to look at some comments here, see what I can do to help you guys out. But remember, like I was telling Philip there, cold calling is just about asking that one question if they're interested in selling the property. Now, my way of building rapport and my way of actually going out there and doing my pitch is a little different than the way that you go to another like YouTuber that'll show it. Again, my way is really just asking them. This is as simple as it is. Are you the owner of 123 Main Street? Make sure you say your name. So it's like, hey, this is Zach. Are you the owner of that house there over at 123 Main Street? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, well, I just had a quick question for you. If that's okay. Is this a good time to talk? No, this is okay time. Would you be possibly open to selling the property? That's it. You ask that question. Literally, that's all you got to ask because everyone's using everyone's YouTuber script and everyone, like your sellers know the same script. It's almost word for like, I got a cold call from a guy who's using a big like YouTuber script. I answered it. And then literally they said something. And then I said the other word on their script because I know all these scripts. And they're like, how do you know what I was going to say? I'm like, click. But it happens all the time. So yeah, guys, I'm telling you right now, you need to be using your own unique script, be unique, but that's what I do. I just ask that question. And the results I get from doing that is absolutely insane. It helps me so much in my wholesaling business that you just ask that question. And then if they get a yes, you remember the four things. The four things is motivation. Ask them why they're looking to sell the property. Number two is the condition. How is the condition of the property? How's the roof, AC? How's the stucco outside, the wood sheathing outside, the inside? Does it need updating at all? Three there is time frame. When are they actually looking to sell the property? Is this something within 3 or 4 months you're looking to do? Is this something within a year you're looking to do? Obviously, the smaller the time frame, the better. And then lastly, what their price. And where you get motivation out, I know a lot of people have been asking me lately, is ask them outside of the price, why were you looking to sell the property? That's a little gem I can give you that's given me the best results possible. But yeah, with advanced cold calling, it's I have advanced on there, but cold calling isn't advanced. You're literally just getting in front of the seller, asking a question literally on a sheet of paper that you can write. I mean, I have it memorized, but literally asking a question, literally reading you're literally reading words off a sheet of paper enough times and you'll get $20,000. It's kind of insane. That's the way you got to be looking at the stuff because that's what it takes to get a wholesaling deal and you can absolutely destroy it. So let's see if there's anyone else want to hop on. We got looks like we have a Winston on. Let's see if he wants to talk about cold calling. Winston, what's up?
Zach? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How are you?
Yeah, awesome. I'm great. Hope you're amazing as usual.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you're taking questions or what.
Yeah, I'll take questions.
So I've been cold calling today, and I've had a lot of people. Like, let's say I got in contact with 50 people. I'd say about 40 of them are just absolutely so mad about the number of texts and calls they've gotten. Is that a sign I need to switch up my lead source or my market, or what do you think about that?
What market are you in?
I'm actually in Winston-Salem.
Oh, okay, that's funny. Yeah, you're going to be dealing with a lot of saturation there. My tip for you is go niche. That's what I'd say. I promise you, you cold call a fire damage property list, code violation list, you'll probably get that. And if you cold call a driving for dollars list, you probably will never have that problem. I promise you.
Okay, and would you say so? I actually have some county data that I requested with FOIA that should be coming back soon. When you talk about getting the fire damaged properties, I did watch your video, but do you usually have a VA go and scrub for those?
There's actually no scrubbing on it. You call the fire department and ask them for a list of all the fire damage properties. Simple
Oh,
as that. Get a FOIA if you can. Like you already did the FOIA. You know they're going to tell
yeah.
you, oh, it's impossible. You can't get that list. Or they might even tell you this: we don't have a list. And I just look at him dumbfounded. You don't have a list of the houses that you went on to fight fires on. Are you kidding me? Because they have the list and they're like, well, we do have a list. Well, I'm a taxpayer. I need this information. You're young like me, so you could get away with saying you need to do it for a project. You know, we're looking at how the zip codes of fire to see if there's a, just say it's a school project, dude. I'm telling you, if you do that in person or you do it over the phone, don't say you're a real estate investor. There's a way better chance you don't have to go through all that. Just uh, a lot of problems. That's what I can say. You just say it's for a school project. I know you don't want to be the young guy like me, but I do that. I did that with code violations and water shutoffs. It was super easy to do comparatively me doing the real estate investor thing. And you're a student of mine, I guess. So it technically works. So
Right.
go on that approach, dude. You will be super surprised. Water shutoffs are really good. I think Winston-Salem's doing them. So you'll have a lot better results doing that. I promise you. It's less cold calling.
All right. Thanks so much.
Yeah, man. Any other questions?
Oh, I did have one. So I was looking at onlinejobs.ph looking for VAs. Do you
Okay.
have to pay the fee to sign up to actually have them send voice clips to your email?
I'm trying to remember if they changed it. I've only hired VAs from Upwork lately. I think you do have to pay a certain fee for it. Is it per email though? Hold up.
Well, it doesn't let you actually get in personal contact with the
Yeah, I would
VAs.
use Upwork.
Okay.
It's better to go through 50 voice. Like you don't want to get a bad one. But dude, you're listening to me. You're doing good, man. You listening to voice clips will probably save you hours of training a stupid VA. That would not do good for you. So kudos to you, man. But yeah, do it. Go through as many voice memos as you can. I don't know if you saw my live yesterday, but make sure that person does not actually work for a wholesaling company or a real estate investing company at all. Make sure they had no experience with it.
I did see that. I would have never thought of that.
It will save you. I promise you.
Thanks for the gems as usual, Zach.
Unless you have like Max Maxwell's VA, they want to give you all the Winston-Salem leads, maybe. But I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just telling you, like, they're people like work for him, and they'll go out there and sell his data for you, which is really unethical. I don't recommend anyone to do that, but there are people doing that, so I'd just be very careful. That's an example. But shout out to Max, great dude. But yeah, just be careful there. But yeah, hire him, and you can do well.
All right. Thank you.
Sweet, man. Appreciate it. All right. And then I got a comment here. What do you think about the Richmond, Virginia market, dude or ma'am? Richmond, Virginia, killer market. Absolute amazing market. I'm going to get in trouble for saying that because I got some friends in Richmond doing very well, but Richmond's a great area. Very, very good. Amazing one. All right. We're going to log great ones. Shout out to EJ88. He says, make cold calling simple again. Dude, I cannot agree more. Make cold calling simple again. Another question here is, what's the best list for cold calling? That's a really, really good question here. My favorite would be drawing for dollars and probates. Those are my two top, like, if I give unlimited list, probates and drawing for dollars, easiest ones to cold call because not a lot of people are dealing with it or there's not a lot of competition. Looks like we have Michael. I think I got cut off. Hello, do you have a question?
Hey, Zach, it's Michelle. How are you?
Michelle, how are you?
I'm good. I was just joining in for the first time.
Welcome.
So thank you very much. I'm not too sure how these lives run, but I'd love to observe. And if I have any questions, I'll ask you.
All right. Well, please do. What market are you in?
Florida, Central Florida, near Orlando.
All right. Sweet market. Awesome. Best of luck. Let me know if you got a question.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Sweet. Let's get some comments on here. Obviously, Max Maxwell's VA sell his data. No, I'm not saying that they sell his data. I'm just saying that if he had a VA and they quit, VAs, like, for example, for him, would go and sell the data. It's happening out there. That's just a crazy example. I'm not saying his VAs are doing it, but I am saying in general, VAs from big other wholesalers are doing it. So you guys got to be careful. Make sure that you're not dealing with people like that. So let's get some questions going here. Love to answer it. We're doing advanced cold calling training today. If there's not enough questions, I will literally give me a phone number. I'll call it. I don't care. So PPC says, let's go. Can't wait. Locked and loaded. Hate. I couldn't work on it yet today. No worries. I made a single cold call yet. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Your own website. Market are you guys virtually wholesaling? Sweet. Guys, I love the networking in the comments. That's awesome. Let's see. Zach, so I had a seller that is motivated to sell, but wanted to help her find a house below market value so she can move in. I was like, I'm not an agent and the LA area is super. Yeah, Rick. Never be the person, especially with like your cold calling, you're dealing with them to say, well, you got to find me a house. You're not a real estate agent. Have a real estate agent do the work. Like, it's not worth the 3%. We're not cold calling for wholesaling just to become like fancy real estate agents. How would you differentiate a distressed property or if it's a typical ghetto property? Rico, what I think you're getting at here is if it is in a high crime area or in like the slums or something versus a distressed property. So a distressed property can be anywhere. Like a distressed property can be anything. Maybe at a property in a high crime area, it would be different. So I guess a distressed property in a non-high crime area, Trulia.com is the best way for me to actually find that. Let's see here.
Whoa.
Let's see. More question here. All right. Where do you get my list from? I get my list from probates. I get it from the government. So basically the clerk of the court. Probate, that's probates. And then driving for dollars, we have people drive for us and they go out there, try to get deals. That's kind of how we do it. So yeah, I mean, so just look at low crime areas. That's probably what I would do. I got asked here. Let's see. So don't show up for me. Here we go. Let's go see the comments here. Someone asked here how they actually join the stream. If you go to Wholesaling Houses for Real on Facebook, that's actually how you find the stream. Wholesaling Houses for Real. Again, it is the largest wholesaling mastermind. Let's see if this thing popped off. I think I'm still live. Just want to make sure. When I first started wholesaling, it said I got popped off here. Let's check.
Yeah, Zach, it looks like you're still live.
All right, cool. I don't know, my live stream settings said it did, but this is why I use StreamYard for everything. Jesus. All right. So, all right, yeah, we're good. So let me pop up the questions here because I had to do it from my phone this time. All right, so thanks for clarifying here. So build rapport, sir. I agree. Building rapport is pretty important here. Let's go here. Let's go check that out. So yeah, LA is a hard one. Anyone here in the Orlando, Central Florida market, what's up? Are you open to critiquing cold calls? Yeah, I'm open for it. If you guys want, I'm more than happy to go critique someone's cold call. If you need help with it, I'm more than happy to go do that. Let's see. How do I join? Remember, wholesaling houses for real. Go do that and check it out. That's probably the best way to do it. Interesting question here from Kino Vega says, what is a VA? So a VA is a virtual assistant. These are people that will actually do cold calling for you live. This is pretty crazy, but these are people that actually cold call for you for $4 an hour. When I found this out that people would pay, you could pay someone $4 an hour to cold call, which is an annoying task sometimes for a lot of people. $4 an hour. I was absolutely shocked. It made no sense to me that you could pay $4 for someone to cold call for you out in the Philippines with relatively not really much accent. So it blew my mind. So it is true. So a virtual assistant would be someone who's virtually assisting you with a task. So someone would virtually assist me with cold calling. So pay them $4 or $5 an hour, maybe get I don't even know, like maybe a little bonus here and there, like $100 per deal if they want to do one. And then from there, they can actually do deals like for you and cold call for you. So pretty cool. Let's see here. Gotcha. Thanks for clarifying. No worries. No worries. Let's go here. Looks like we got someone else coming on. See if that connects through. So, gotcha. Thanks for clarifying. Crystal says, is it a good time to get into wholesaling with it being oversaturated? Yeah, I mean, I have tens of thousands of reasons money-wise why you should. So we're still running a 7-figure operation in profits for real estate wholesaling. So yeah, it's working pretty well for us. And I ain't going to stop it. So yeah, I mean, we're a little more advanced than the average person, but no big deal. We could still do pretty well with it. So no, it's not too oversaturated. Makes it actually easier to sell your deals. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think it's still a great time to do it. Like in most markets, if you're not in a crazy market, you might be able to do very well. So that's what I would say. Looks like we have, let's see, Justin here. Justin, do you have a question? All right. If you want to hop on or ask a question, let me know. So let's get some questions here. Omaha, Nebraska. Can you call them? I'll call them. I need a phone number or DM me their phone number. And yeah, I'll call them live. I don't care. I'm not scared. Freddie H says, how much are you paying your drivers to drive for dollars? Pretty good one. 15 to $20. And then I'll probably put their gas on top of it. So works well for me. It's hard. The hardest part is finding someone, honestly, but I overpay my employees on purpose just so I don't have to deal with the hassle of them actually running over me or doing another job. And just really the revolving door of employees just is super expensive. So that's what I would do. Let's see. Bonsai says, what are your opinions on Zach Dialer versus REI Rail versus Mojo? Zach Dialer, ZACH dialer.com is the one that I use. Is 3-line dialer, REI Rail, 3-line, Mojo, 3-line, Zencall, they're all going to be 3-line dialers in the next month. So it's really going to have no big effect on you. So I don't really think it's that big of a deal. But they're all like the Lowe's hammer or Home Depot hammer. Everyone who watches a lot of my stuff knows that I'm preaching to the choir here, but it is absolutely true. These are just tools to help you out in your real estate investing, just company. So they're both going to dial for you. They're both going to do the same thing. They're both really softwares, and they're going to do the same amount of work. Really, it comes down to which one do you prefer? Can you record on there? Like, what's easier for you? Is it connected with other services you use? That's what I would actually be focusing on right now when it comes to seeing which one works the best or not. So ZachDialer.com is the one I've been using. I used to use ZenCall. That was a 12-line dialer, but everyone knows with the Trace Act, they switched it from 10 lines to actually 3 lines. So that affected the way that we're doing a lot of it. So not really the end of the world there, but really with Zach Dialer, it's kind of easy switch. They're very compliant with the Trace Act. So that's what I use. Mojo, you should do fine. REI Rail, I don't think you can go that wrong with it either. So they're both going to give you to the finish line there on actually cold calling. So I don't really think you can go wrong with it. Next question here. Let's see. Rick Perez, Zach, I'm having trouble staying consistent because I'm a system type of person. I'm a system type. Any advice on how to set up basic systems for beginner system basics? Yes. So if you're beginning, especially like you have a cold calling like system or something, create systems. So I just say systems a lot, but systems. Figure out what you want to do with your marketing. Figure out what you want to do for the actual acquisitions process. Figure out what you actually want to do with all the processes in your wholesaling business. So I think a system is for marketing. You just make a budget. So say a money budget and then a time budget. This is very important that you actually have a money budget and a time budget also. Time and money, they're both very scarce resources. Time's a lot more scarce than money. But really that's what you need to do. Say, hey, from cold calling from 2 to 7 p.m., that's the time, Monday through Friday. That is what I'm going to spend for cold calling. That is what you guys need to do. Set up a time budget there. Set up a money budget, Rick. That's what I would recommend for you. System-wise, from there, like if you're very analytical and system-oriented, when you're cold calling, so start at 2 p.m., from there, pull the list. Go to listrei.com, pull the list, go drive for dollars, try for 2 hours. Just make a consistent schedule for it, and it'll be a lot easier for you, especially if you're a systems person, guy or gal. Then from there, for your cold calling, systematically say the same script that you figure out for yourself. Recommend the one that I do, but do whatever one you want. I don't really care. I want you guys to have the best results possible for your real estate wholesaling business. So that is what I truly recommend. So systematically right there. So if you're going to do that, make sure you do your cold calling the same way. So I got my script. I'm going to ask them if they are the owner of 123 Main Street, mention your name. Hey, my name's Rick. Are you possibly interested in selling your property? Literally, that's the system. You say that for 5 hours until they say yes, and then you go to the next system, make a little flow chart, what you want to do, qualify the seller, qualify the lead, and then go from there and actually get the deal done. Next here for systems is, excuse me here. All right. Oops. All right. So from systems there, the next system that you need to be focusing on really importantly is once you get the appointment is that you're going to follow up with all the leads in your podio. Make sure you have a CRM. If you're really big into systems, you need to have a CRM, a customer relationship management, whatever the one that is. I would be focusing heavily on that. Following up with all leads you can, go meet with appointments, create a schedule, create a little calendar from there. That will help you so much. Those are really the basics of the systems there. Then with dispositions, you want to have a set schedule of time, maybe 2 hours a day, maybe 1 hour a day. You're focusing on building cash buyers. I prefer that you cold call cash sales, network with people. This is the type of systems you need for a real estate wholesaling business to have really a good success when you're starting out. This is more the advanced part of cold calling, or the advanced cold calling training part is getting in the systems, the nitty gritty, the things that are super important. I can tell you right now, if you budget time for marketing, pulling lists, pulling fresh niche lists like probate lists and code violation, fire damage properties, water shut off, utility lists, divorce lists, tax delinquency lists, spend time doing that. Spend an hour or two, go on truepeoplesearch.com or pay for it. Go to smszach.com to actually pay for skip tracing. And then from there, literally systematize your day. So you're spending enough time marketing, cold calling, pulling lists, talking to sellers, following up with sellers, going on appointments, virtually going on appointments, dispoing your deal, selling your deal, and then making money. That is how you do the systems. Because if you do your systems right, if you're a big systematic person, it's honestly very easy. Like wholesaling's a numbers game. If you create a system where I have to call this many people per day, statistically, if you do enough of that, you will get a real estate wholesaling deal where you can actually be paid per hour, more or less, wholesaling. So if I spend 40 hours a week, I'll make $5,000. That's amazing for most people. So if you do that enough, you will get real estate wholesaling deals. Systematic. I'm a huge systems guy. That's why I went on this rant here about systems, because I truly think systematically creating your business, especially with cold calling. Cold calling is a huge systematic process. That's why I get results for it, because I systematize how VAs are supposed to be used, how my acquisitions person goes in there from the podium, how the follow-ups are done, how the dispo is done, for me to get the best real estate wholesaling deals possible. Even when I'm building rapport, I'm going through a checklist, a process, talking about the Ford method, their family, occupation, recreation, dreams. Systematically going through everything will help you guys so much. I'm telling you, you can't go wrong with this stuff. So, Rick, that is how I would do it. Sorry for the rant there, but that's what I got to do. Justin, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, Zach?
Dude, I'm amazing. How are you?
Doing all right. So, I kind of just had a quick question. Like, I kind of just wanted to figure out. So, just like yesterday, I was on the live stream yesterday too. I was just like, so, 2 to 7, from 2 to 7, I'm at work, right?
Okay.
So I know that's supposedly like the best time to try and cold call and stuff, and I really want to do it. So I was just trying to see, like, say I have a job and I can't just call because I'm driving. So I was like, maybe I could try to call in between stops and stuff like that. But even then, if somebody did say yes, would I be able to, like, what would be a great way to try to figure out the 4 pillars of everything, like the
Bro,
stress type of the property and all that?
I'm telling you right now, you hit the lottery. Ding, 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 ding. You hit the lottery. You know why? Because you're going to cold call from 10 to 12 or something. Okay. Because
Right.
hear me out. You're not going to be spending a lot of time cold calling. You know why?
What's that?
Because you work for FedEx and you're going to be driving for dollars from 2 to 7, basically.
That's true.
So obviously do your work, do what you can. You keep the job. But when you're driving around, you see a distressed property, just do a voice memo, 123 Main Street. Like, it'll stop, maybe stop your work a little, but like, do a voice memo. Don't do something like super, like, if you're being tracked. I don't know how that all works, but if you see a distressed property, maybe take a picture with it, geotag it with your phone, figure out a system. From 2 to 7, to be driving for dollars, and then literally you will only need really an hour of cold calling because you're doing driving for dollars leads. I'm telling you, man, you hit the lottery, dude. People in the comments, I'm telling you, they will be so jealous of you right now that you're actually able to drive for dollars. Dude, most of the people's problem is they don't have the time for it, dude. You're going around everywhere doing it. Like, my gosh, dude, that's what I should have been doing besides a bag boy when I started, man. That's great, dude.
I mean, I've been trying to look and stuff like that, but honestly, mostly it's around businesses and stuff like that. But I've gotten like, I want to say at least 100, a few houses that may look distressed. But even then, when I pull it up on, I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been pulling up the skip tracing off the prop stream just because that's what I was paying for.
Okay.
And so I mean, most of them are from like companies or anything. So would those be? Do you think that most of those companies may be from like LLCs that just disguise as regular people or whatever?
So are the LLCs owned on the property?
Right. I'm just some of them, just like giving out examples so I can, check.
Those, what state are you in or market?
Alabama.
Alabama. I don't know about your public record laws, if you can actually look up the owners of LLCs. I know in Florida you can do some biz.
Okay.
It'd be harder. I would look at voter records. Try voterrecords.com and try to see if you can figure that out. Because sometimes there would be a guy or gal registered in Alabama there. But that's what I do. Yeah, you're doing mostly businesses. But if you can go see single family houses where you're going in and out, that should still be good. So that's what I would say.
Gotcha. Okay.
Dude, you hit the lottery, man. Keep it up.
I appreciate it, man.
Sweet, man. Good luck. Right. Any other questions?
No.
All right. Perfect, man. Have a good one. That was great. The only thing better than working for FedEx is working for the USPS. That is literally like the lotto for driving for dollars leads. Oh, it's the best. So let's go do this. All right. So keep it up with the questions, guys. Let me see if there's any more questions that I can get for you guys to help you guys out in your real estate wholesaling business. Zach, how do dialers work? Basically, how a dialer works is they'll take a list with the phone numbers you have on there, and they'll actually dial 3 calls at a time, not one. They'll do 3 at a time, and whoever answers, they'll pick you up, and you'll go from there. The cool part is you just do 3 at a time. That was when I figured out what a triple line dialer was when I started cold calling like single line. My head literally hurt. It exploded. I was like, what? 3 lines? Tripled the efficiency of it. Turns out more and more technology came about, and there's actually like 10 line dialers and then 12 line dialers. It was insane. But dialers work, so they'll actually dial it for you, and they'll do a lot of the work for it. And really, you answer it, you ask the questions, you go to the next one. Pretty cool. Mahid says, can you say your beginning pitch to cold call again? Hey, is this the owner of 123 Main Street? Hey, this is Zach. I had a quick question. Are you interested in selling that property? Boom, that's it. Probably wasn't the smoothest, but well, whatever. Leslie says, how can you protect your data from VAs when you do the cold call? Don't hire people that work for other wholesalers. What are your KPIs when using a VA to cold call? Really, I mostly care about how many leads I'm getting per day. That's the most important ones, and how many dials. Justin, getting paid to drive for dollars. I love it. All right, sweet. Uh-oh. We got Ryan on here. What's up, bro?
All right, there's my microphone. What's up? How you doing?
Good. How's life?
Dude, it's been great. Been trying to learn REI Stift, but it's like a huge learning curve. I'm doing like their challenge or whatnot, but
cool.
It is pretty game changing because it's like I've always been kind of like an integrator. Like I've always like tried to like in the beginning tried to be like, what am I doing? Like why can't I like manage my data and stuff like that? I thought you could do it on PropStream, but you couldn't. And so it's kind of nice having that. They kind of show you how to manage it.
Sweet, man.
But yeah, it's been nice.
Awesome.
Nothing new too much, but I am switching my market to Tennessee.
Sweet. Don't say we're in Tennessee, but everyone will flood there. But Tennessee's like, dude, I do Tennessee. It's killer.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't even say.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Don't say it.
But it's good. It's.
Are you in Tennessee too?
Yeah, of course. I do virtual wholesaling everywhere. I'm telling you, generally in the Southeast, if you're under 200,000 on our price point, it's a good market.
Tennessee's they're really nice over there. It's like really surprising, more than like Cleveland, and they actually like they have like more common sense.
Yeah, they're nicer. I mean, it's crazy. The deals I've closed on there, everyone's so much nicer.
Yeah, literally, like I gave out all my skip trace data because I was just done with Cleveland. I was like, hey, any newbies, like I want to help you guys out. Like if you guys have like low capital or whatever, like these have phone numbers, and I've only gone through them like 2 or 3 times. If you call them, like you're bound to get something. So if anyone's out there and you want like a list or something that's skip traced already, you can hit me up. I don't know.
Yeah, get a percentage of the deal, but make sure someone's going to try to do something bad with it. So make sure you're protected. But that's good, man. Tennessee's great. I don't think you go wrong with it. Make sure you pull data right. Make sure you do statistics on it. But yeah, you really shouldn't go wrong with it, man. I think you should do very well.
Yep. Who's that in the background? Is that your dad?
I think that's Rick. But the thing was blowing everywhere, so he was hopping on.
Is that your new house, Zach, or is that like kind of just temporary?
This is an office.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So this is all the Flip with Rick studio stuff. We have a balcony out here. So I have Rick. He's dressed up. He's about to do some videos for me after this. So but no, this is my house is on the other side of the river. But it's still like it's on the river, but it's not river. Like outside, you go on the front porch, the river's there. But Rick's got his place, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, this is the office. I love it.
So that's the river behind you? I thought that was the ocean.
No, that's the St. Lucie River.
Oh, I didn't know there was a river. What the heck?
There ain't no docks on the ocean, dude.
I've never been to Florida, so.
But you go on a boat, 2 minutes, you're on the ocean, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, hurricanes, this thing get blown away. So.
Yeah.
Sweet, man. Any other questions before we hop off?
No, I just want to say congratulations on like that 9,000 threshold. Like you really deserve it, man. I just wanted to
Oh yeah,
hop on
thank
and
you.
see how you're doing too. I mean, I haven't been on it for a while, but I want to say that I've been recommending like everyone who like goes up to me is like, oh, I want to learn and like ask me all these questions. Well, hey, I know who you need to go to. It's Zach, and you subscribe to him, and like it's free. Don't get upsold to like all this like dumb stuff. But
That's it, man.
congratulations, man.
Sweet, dude.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. More to come, man. Best of luck, dude.
Yep. I'll catch you later though.
See you, man.
All right. Bye-bye.
Sweet. All right. So let's see this. All right, guys. So that's it. That is the advanced cold calling training today. A lot of great questions, a lot of great stuff. We literally just hit 9,000 people in the mastermind, which is just mind blowing. 6 months ago, we had 0. So I'm beyond like just blessed. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for 9,000 subscribers. It's absolutely changing my life the way you guys have just been supporting me and really helping out the movement here at Flip with Rick. So, and on the Zach Ginn channels. So that's it, guys. I truly appreciate it. You guys are absolutely the best. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a blessed day. Consider liking and subscribing. Thank you guys so much.